All right, hello. Um, I know this is a little bit unexpected, you know. Um, it's I'm streaming on a Monday, which is not normal at all. I'm just testing this out, seeing how things go. Uh, I might do like daily streams, or I might do like stream every other day. I'm not sure yet, just testing the waters. Anyways, so there's this game on Roblox called Sell Lemons, and basically, like, this new update is coming out next month, and there's a lot that I have to do and grind to get to that point, like um, to be able to like actually play the update because I have to have a lot of stuff unlocked. So I've been grinding it recently, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try to stream today. So why not try to stream? Just grinding, trying to just grinding a little bit. So basically, yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Let me go ahead and join. All right. I just rebirthed I think like the day before yesterday, and then literally just oh, that is some lag. That is definitely some lag. And then like maybe the day before yesterday, I like rebirthed, and then just like 30 minutes ago, I was just grinding a little bit. This is kind of laggy. That's all the way down. Okay. Let me get this drone delivery. We're gonna be doing Amazon Prime same day delivery with drones. Okay. Gotta get this Lime Depot. The farthest because right now I'm at like this many investors, and then I'm at the Lime Evolution. So I think the farthest I've gotten was like maybe a few hundred Vigintillion dollars. Bro, like unironically, them adding all of these names and like adding all of these like these high like numbers is like unintentionally teaching people about math. Cause like honestly, I did not know what was after like quintillion. I didn't even know what was after, like, I think I knew about octillion, but I didn't really know what was after that. Like, I did not know numbers like septenvigintillion existed, but, now I do, and it's like, okay. This game just dropped math knowledge on me. So I am kind of excited for the Stargate update. I, along with the rest of the Sell Lemons community, have no idea what it's going to be about. Well, probably not obviously, because some of you probably don't know, but it takes place in space. If I had to assume, it's definitely something that's gonna like add to the game for end game players, because the recent updates they've been doing, like with the orchard, however you say it, and with the those like alien events that they did. I think they just did one like on Friday. Those were more for early game people, people who are still in early game. I don't know if they're in like the really early game where they haven't even like gotten their first rebirth. But like I'd say I'm like around I'm like approaching mid game. So I don't know if that event would have helped me much because I missed it. But honestly, I'm kind of glad that it is going to be more targeted for like late game players, because the community has been complaining. You know, people who have finished the game and don't even really need more methods to make money. They just want like to be able to like they want new stuff for in the game that they can play. Like there's people with thousands of ascensions and they have so much money, like other than just grind ascensions, they literally have nothing else to do in the game. And they would keep, like, the developers would keep releasing updates that did not fix that. They would just keep releasing stuff that only generated more money and that, like, didn't really do anything for, you know, people who already had, like, way too much money. It's like if, you know, you kept giving Mr. Beast, like, I don't know, like, just $1 every day. And it's like he wouldn't care because of how much money he has. Like, that's, like, he doesn't... It's not that he doesn't, like, he doesn't need any more money. So, oh, that is really bad lag. Okay. Hopefully this lag will kind of die out. Hopefully. Can I, like, is there anything I can do in settings? I don't think so. No. Oh, wait, I can equip this, right? Yes! There we go. I remember I like unlocked this, this like companion not too long ago, but I couldn't figure out how to equip it. But you just have to like go to the companions and then like click the actual badge. I know you guys can't see my mouse, and it's because for some reason when I show you guys my mouse, my frame rate drops, and I literally have no clue why. I had this one mouse that fixed that problem, but then I lost the mouse. So either the problem will be fixed when I get a new laptop soon, or I just have to find another mouse like that other one. But I do want you guys to be able to see my mouse, because it just makes things, I don't know, just better in general. This is probably going to be a really short stream, if not a short one of the probably the shortest. Because literally all I'm going to do is get as far as possible, and then end it, because then at that point I just need to wait overnight to like earn some investors, and then basically what I do is I'll play during the day, get as far as possible, to a point where I can make the max amount of investors that I can, and then I'll go to sleep, and then, you know, go to school, and then I'll come back from school towards, like, the evening. Well, I won't come back from school towards the evening, but I'll come back from school, do whatever for a few hours, and then when I feel like it, during the evening, I'll sell lemons, rebirth, and then repeat the process. Like, and I keep doing this until I can unlock the next evolution, and then I'm gonna keep doing that with the evolutions until I can ascend. And then that's a whole nother story, because I don't really know, like, I know what's going to happen when I ascend, but I don't know how that's going to really change the gameplay. And, like, if you think about it, like, if you actually, like, okay, here's a hypothetical. Say this was real life. Say you got $1 from your dad, and you started this whole not even million or billionaire company, but a company that made money that went into the centillions. You would be so incredibly famous that there would always be people trying to kill you for your money, and you literally would basically have like a target on your back 24/7. And if you don't have proper security, like if you're following the canon game, and you're just doing this all on your own, you know, of course with workers and stuff, but like you don't have any bodyguards or security, you're probably gonna get hunted and then just die. So it's like really weird. I don't think there will ever be a point in our economy where we reach like I don't know, like the centillions, let alone let alone, I don't know, like quintillions, because I don't know when, like, Jesus is coming back to Earth, nobody knows, but I definitely think it'll be way before anybody on this Earth has centillions of dollars. Somebody in here? I thought I saw someone. And it's weird because I feel like if anybody did have that much money, it would break the economy. Because then either prices would have risen so much by then that, I don't know, like, everybody would have, like, okay, if somebody on this earth had, like, $1 centillion, it would be, I feel like, by then, inflation would have been so bad that, like, I don't know, an apple costs like $3.4 million. And like just going to like Walmart and getting a singular apple is like $3.4 million. And then oh, lag. And then I kind of lost my train of thought, so I feel like forgot what I was gonna say fully. But literally, everybody everybody would have so much money that like $1 million would be pocket change. I would assume that maybe, I don't know, the Vigintillion, like the Vigintillions would be like a normal like amount of money to have during this hypothetical period. That would be like the average like homeowner's bank balance. It would just be weird in general, because then, you know, in school, they wouldn't just be teaching you up to 1 million or 1 trillion. They would be teaching you, you know, all the numbers that they show in this game. Which would definitely make things, like, it would definitely make things a lot harder. Like, it would make the school workload a lot more intense. And, teaching numbers like, I don't know, the ones, the tens, the hundreds, those digits, those number places, it would just be pretty much useless. Because if everybody had vigintillions of dollars in their bank accounts at all times, like it was like the norm, the average. Giving somebody like $5 it would be disrespectful. It would be pretty much like, okay. If you wanted to tip a waiter like $20 in this economy, if you want to tip a waiter like $20, that's really generous. If you tip them a penny, that would be insulting. In this hypothetical period, if you tipped somebody $5, like $20, that would be less than a penny, like to us right now. That would be so insulting. That's basically like just handing them like just a piece of paper and just writing like the dollar sign on it and just handing them like a small piece of paper. That's basically what it would be like literally worth nothing. So I don't know, it would be really confusing. Alright. How long have I been streaming? Let me check. I've been streaming for 14 minutes, and we are almost done, so it's not bad. I also might just do a thing where, like, on, you know, Sunday to, Thursday, I do, like, you know, maybe 30-minute streams, or just on random stuff, and then on Friday and or Saturday, I do streams on, how much is that? Okay. on Friday to Saturday, I mean Friday and or Saturday, I do longer streams, you know, like hour to an hour and a half, because one, I don't have the time to stream for an hour to an hour and a half every day, and two, I would get really burnt out of that easily. That's another thing. I don't even think this whole daily or every other day stream thing is going to work, because I'm going to get burnt out. Especially if I'm not even really making progress with my channel, and it's the same, like, 4 people watching the streams every single stream, and I'm doing this for like 2 months. I'm very grateful for you guys, like, you know, Nitro, Gabby, Sandwich Animations, Billy Bob, Microwave Man, you know, all the people that I appreciate you guys for showing up to every one of my streams. But it's just like making no progress, or like not really getting anywhere. Wait, have you guys been chatting? No. But like making no progress and not really getting anywhere, it doesn't feel good. So it's like it would be doing all that daily work for literally like no progress. Alright, we are very close to finishing, actually. So yeah, I think we'll be finishing the stream in under like 20 minutes. So sorry, I had to make sure that my mic was good. Okay. The one thing I hate, or not hate, but don't really like about this game and find a little bit tedious, is having to walk all over the map, trying, you know, pressing these buttons and buying stuff. The auto buy, I don't have it unlocked yet, but it is really useful. I don't know when you unlock it, actually. I think like once oh, I can upgrade these. I think like once you get to a certain point, it like shows up in your like power up section that you can purchase, and then it goes away after you ascend. But it does make things a lot easier, because you can just, you know, rebirth or void evolution or whatever, and then just stand at the, you know, like at the sidewalk and just keep clicking until you have unlocked everything, and then you just keep upgrading, keep clicking, repeat that, and it just makes things it makes things a whole lot easier. Is that Jonas down there in that desk? I think it is. Okay. I can't wait until I unlock like $1 trillion. That's gonna be fun. And soon I'll be at like a decillion investors, hopefully more than that. And then I can sorry. And then I can unlock I can change, like, I can go from 25 upgrades at once to 100. Okay. Let me just finish everything here on Earth, and then I will pay a visit to space, and then we'll unlock as much as we can, and that'll conclude it for this stream. Okay. Okay, let me get this. Oh, there's a third story. I was not aware of that, but okay. Alright, I don't have enough for that. Can I upgrade any of these? Yes. Get this. And this. And then this. And then this. Okay. Then let me... Oh, I'm not even sprinting. Okay. Let me go to space. And then get all that stuff, and then we'll end the stream. Alright, I've been streaming for just about 20 minutes. A little over 20 minutes. Okay. Oops. I thought I was just about to fall out of the air. Okay. I'm actually not that far from getting the manager for this space area. Yeah, I'm really close, actually. Let me upgrade this stuff, and then save up enough to get that manager, and that'll start making us the real dough. Look, how much would we be getting? See that? Yeah. It's alright. I guess it'll help a little. Actually, it's probably not going to help that much, but whatever. Yeah, this is so tedious. Okay, let me get this manager. Oh, I'm floating. I'm floating! Whee! Okay, let me get this. There we go. Now we have a manager. And like I said, it didn't really change much, but that's alright. Okay. And yep, I think that is it. Alright, yep, we've unlocked everything we can. So, thank you guys for watching the stream. I hope you all have an amazing night. And I will see you guys probably on Friday or Saturday. Probably Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be doing this daily stream or every other day stream thing. But, yeah.